In this video, I'd like to show you how to symbolize the main roads or to label them. So far, our map is coming along really nicely. We've done the color classifications for each of these land use classifications. You'll also notice that they're all kind of a pastel color. There's not a single land use classification, maybe commercial, but none really kind of like draw your attention in more than the other. And that's kind of the key because not one is necessarily more important than the other in this map. So using pastels works very well. So let's now label our main roads. And these are the ones in black. So if we go here to main roads and we go to label, we labeled the roads. So a couple things you'll notice here. The labeling isn't so great. There's probably more road names on a road than we need. The font's too big and so forth. So we can edit that. So let's choose Arial. And let's make the color maybe not so black. Let's select a, let's try 70% gray. Maybe that's a little better. We can also decrease the font size if we want. We can try a 10. That looks a little better. You can also look at how you want to position these. We have a basic line, this is European streets, so it's going to be right on top. That might not work so well for this case, or kind of the North American. So we'll leave it like that. So now we have a nice labeled roads so far. We can also maybe make it, let's make it a little darker. Let's make it 80% there. So now some of these roads we might want to edit. You know, for example, this Main Street we don't necessarily need, and so forth. Highway 16 up here we maybe don't need. So to do that, we will right click on this and then we go to convert labels. So the first option is convert labels to annotation, and this will create a geodatabase. So if you wanted to kind of create this labeling again for the nether map in this same area, then that would be the way to go. Or we can just create label to graphics, and this is just going to create a new layer. And so this is the option we're going to select. And we'll just leave the defaults here because we have the extent. We're seeing the whole entire map, and we'll click run. So now you notice if we go here to main roads again, the label's not selected on there. We now just have our main graphics. So the important thing to note here is before, when we wanted to change a color or change the font, we could do that because they were dynamically linked with the main roads. No longer are they dynamically linked. They are their own individual graphic. So what we can do is we can zoom in, and let's say we want to get rid of Highway 16 up here. Let's go. Oops, sorry, graphics. Click on that. Come on. So the graphics, and we'll just click select, and then we can just select the rectangle. So now we can select that and highlight it, and then we can just hit delete. Then we can kind of zoom out, and then let's say we have 10 Mile, that looks good, McMillan. So maybe we have West and East McMillan. Can we get these? So you can also click on here, and then you can position these around, so maybe they align better. So the roads. We have South Black Cat. We probably don't need that one, so we can delete that. And we can zoom in for Amity. So the question then is, do we need North Black Cat, South Black Cat? In the other map, we only had one, so maybe we can delete one. West Overland Road, that's kind of on two lines. That probably does not look so great. So since we have West Overland Road here, we maybe don't need that. West Overland Road, take this, we can better position it. There, we can always zoom in. We can get rid of South Main Street. So you're just going to kind of go in and edit these roads as you see. And sometimes maybe we don't need, like I said, North Black Cat here, South Black. Maybe you can just have Black Cat Road. Essentially, the road names are just to kind of give the map reader more reference to where these areas are. So edit those, edit those.